We welcome you to Los Angeles, California. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull, Jay Williams, and Jay's 16 banners. Many retired numbers, the aura and the mystique. The opponent here tonight.
Ed, all those accolades are great, but we're talking about 2019. This is a new, young Lakers team. Let's see what kind of effort they bring on the floor tonight.
Let's do it here from Staples Center. No good. Leonard. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line. See the ball go in the hole.
Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
George misfires. It's no good. To Davis. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
George, well, their first three, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
George. It's good. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Beverly into the front court. Down just a couple. Shot by Leonard won't go. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
New personnel on the floor for Doc Rivers.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
James to Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. And a putback slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Williams. To Beverly. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, he had him there for a second. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. LeBron James looking good, 4 for 5.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Williams to Leonard. From long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Hits a second. One more coming. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them.
Subbing in for the Clippers.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Lakers ball. Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Leonard. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The Lakers have the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. LeBron into the front court. Up by 3. To Caldwell Pope. James. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Williams across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
It's a big finish.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lakers at the controls right now. Here's James for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Danny Green blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
For Los Angeles, number 3, Anthony Davis. Stepping in for the Clippers, number 13, Paul George.
Williams. No good. LeBron with it up top. Up by 6. To Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. And he'll go to the foul line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. 2nd and 3. Got it. Whoops, that won't go. Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Cousins. George. Smothering D. To Davis. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oh, had him going there for a second. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Cousins. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To Williams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Passed it off. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Oh, can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both
teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Los Angeles Lakers are in penalty. Entering the game.
Leonard.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard. Lakers foul.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. LeBron in a matchup with Harkless. And count the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
George. Yes.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LeBron James with the rock. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Kuzma to James. Lays it up and in.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Kawhi Leonard, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Able to convert on both free throws. James into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Cousins to James. Goes to the left side. Oh, he had him there for a second. Turns and slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
George.
Number 3, Anthony Davis. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 4.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Misses the first. And he hits the second. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Count it, and the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Deep three at the buzzer. Kyle Kuzma, huge block. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Beverly. Leonard. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kyle Kuzma with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Paul George to Leonard. Fires the three. Jay, you had to figure sooner or later one of those threes was going to go down.
I don't know. I'm a little bit beside myself that he kept shooting the ball at that clip. I mean, when you miss that many shots in a row, you usually try to get to the rim, see the ball go in, then go inside out. But obviously, that's not the case.
George. Lakers have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Here's James. Working hard on the glass. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. To Leonard. Nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
LeBron James against George. Deep left corner. Lets it fly from long range. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
The follow won't go either. Los Angeles, they have it. James to Davis. Here's a chance from long range, off the mark. To George. Patrick Beverly. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. Beverly. Slams it down.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
A lot of contact, no whistle. Leonard to Paul George. Anthony Davis swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Paul George fires. Paul George, 4 out of 10.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jared Dudley. George, yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching this shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
It's James controlling the offense. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Leonard. Oh, he hits the three. LeBron into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Beyond the arc for 3. LeBron James sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee.